Hello and welcome to another one of my Star Wars vehicle builds. And today I'm going to be working on Jabba's sail barge. And I think what we can do is just head straight over to that sandcrawler and grab a bunch of blocks because it's probably going to be a lot of the same here. First on the list, as usual, is to work out what size we want this to be. So this is going to be around 30 blocks. I'm just going to build up a bit to give myself some space. So technically this is the correct length of the boat. It's 30 meters long, and obviously blocks in Minecraft are 1 meter. Now I am going to go just one extra out because I like to work on odd numbers. It allows for 1 block centers. I think the first thing to do is to work out the shape that we want, and already I'm pretty happy with that. I think this is a good start for the shape. Now I need to start working in the upwards direction. There is some grills on the bottom, and I think these looms work out perfectly here. Maybe underneath I need a block like this, or maybe this is a trapdoor situation. Yeah, I think the trapdoors work really nice there actually. I feel like the angle on this isn't great. Definitely looks a lot better with stairs. So we'll go through and replace these. I've tried changing up the front a little bit and going with some slabs here, and I think the angle is better, but it goes back a little bit too far. So I can either extend the size of the boat, or I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. I can have it flatter, basically, shorter. Um, yeah, see, I went with the stair at the top just to try and get the height on it. Okay, now I think we're getting somewhere with it. A bit of playing about with some slabs and some stairs. And I'm still not 100% happy with it. I guess there's a possibility for me to do this. Does that look better? I don't really know. Alright, that will have to be it for now. I don't think I can get a better shape with this kind of dimensions. If I want to make it any better, I'm going to have to make the whole build bigger. So let's just build like this, see how it is, and then I'll decide later if I want to make it any bigger. I'm really struggling to connect this front bit up, and I've even just messed up all of what I did before trying to get some angles going. I just don't know how to do it, to be honest. It's proving to be a very difficult shape with some weird angles, and I might have to just make this a little bit wider, give me a few blocks more to work with. I'm already preferring this transition, just having all slabs rather than the kind of messy stuff around this side. I made the front a little bit wider, so obviously it would come out like this and go around here. And yeah, I really think that's starting to look a lot better. The angle's more consistent. I'm still having some difficulty though connecting this side up. It's the transition between this kind of sloped angle into this more straight up angle that I'm really struggling with. That definitely feels like an improvement, but it still feels a bit flat on this wall. I wonder if I can bring this out more. Maybe these need to be stairs. I can definitely see the shape coming along, but it still needs a little bit of tweaking just where these join. There's a spot right here where it just isn't quite lining up properly, and I can see it when I step back. When I get in close, I start to lose the focus of it. I think I am going to have to just accept that this is probably the best shape I'm going to get right now. Maybe like that, and then like that. Yeah, I do prefer that actually. Does that mean I need to also change this one? Yeah, that does look more consistent now. I think that's what I'm going to have to go with. And then there's a bit of an angle on the sides, not too much. It does go a bit flat at the bottom though, doesn't it? Oh, that's fine though, because we are going to be adding more blocks underneath here. Yeah, I need to do the rest of it. I think the shape is fine. I just need to do the rest and see how it looks. Okay, yes, now this is the shape. I'm happy with this. It's good from most angles. It's got that curve on the front. I've also moved out the brown terracotta just to be in the right kind of position so I can see how that looks, if I need to change anything, and actually I'm quite happy with this shape overall. Obviously I'm going to need to do some more detailing and change up these blocks, and it's a bit complicated to sort of see what's going on with this block palette, so it'd be difficult to show you guys exactly what I've done here. But basically from the middle here, it's just slabs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up. and then you kind of go down one for the next row, and then down one again, and then it's down 2 slabs, and then there's just a few stairs thrown in. Even I can't tell where the stairs are. I'm clicking thinking that it's a stair, and oh dear. Um, yes, obviously there's stairs down the bottom here as well. Not that one. See, I can't even tell where the stairs are myself. This is not going to be fun when it comes to making this. So I believe, other than at the top here, that's where that row of stairs starts. That is all of the stairs. I think that does make it a little bit easier to see what's going on there. And then obviously as you get around the side, like this stair here will lead on and just carry on being stairs all the way across. This one here leads out and is stairs all the way across. And the one up the top is a zigzag pattern of stairs, just to give a bit of space at the top for where they're going to be standing and for me to do the fences or the walls on the side there. And yeah, the rest is just slabs. It's all just slabs pretty much. Now, because of the angle of this, I am going to need to make it a little bit longer, maybe a few blocks. But that means that basically width-wise and length-wise, this is only 4 or 5 meters bigger than it should be, which isn't too bad considering some of these, like this one over here, this should have been 3 meters long, which is 3 blocks, and it's like about 20 blocks. So that one's well off. So this is going to be a lot closer to what it should be. I have been building up some more of the shape here. Now, I'm not overly happy with the top part. The thing is, it is quite small on the actual sail barge. It is kind of this size, but I just, for some reason, it's not translating well into Minecraft. Maybe it's the angles I've got, or maybe it's just because I haven't got anything else built up around it. I did bring these forwards as well, just to include those at the front. And I added this fin in here just as an initial design. So we've got like the wall and the fence because they don't connect, just as 2 little connectors. They don't connect to each other is what I mean. Just some stairs in here just to make this odd looking shape. And then I also added in this fence and iron bar just for the little bit sticking off. But the back really is another one that's proven difficult. And I'll say it now, when it comes to building this in a survival world, oof, this is going to be a nightmare without Litematica. It's actually making me consider getting it because the angles on this are just not very fun at all. And we've just got a bit of an angle coming up and just up the back here. And same on the other side. Right, I think the next thing I need to do is add some engines down at the back here and repeat the fin over on the other side. Well, I've been making some more changes and trying to work out some color patterns for the side and some block patterns. I've obviously replicated everything and I actually lowered down the top as well. So it's a little bit flatter now and the back end isn't sticking up as much, which I think does look better. It's a better shape. But I will say, this one is proving to be really tricky. I mean, Sebulba's Pod Racer, easy. Anakin's Pod Racer, easy. Sandcrawler, bit difficult. All of these other ones, I mean, the head of this was difficult, but everything else has been fairly easy. This one has really, really tested my patience. This is such a weird shape to try and get. And not just that, the colours as well, like, none of the colours quite match. It's quite an interesting build, actually. It's really challenging. And I also added just some temporary engines on the back. I'm not sure if I'm happy with them. And to be honest, a lot of the angles of this are all from the one scene in the movie where it is. And like underneath, there's no images of underneath. Other people have made up their own designs for it, which I'll probably have to do as well. But yeah, there's a lot of guesswork in this, and basically the sides are already difficult enough as it is. But I think it is definitely getting there now, and I'll continue to work on this side. So obviously I've used the brown terracotta and the brown wall in here. Got some of these dark oak trapdoors, and there are some like metal flaps hanging down off of this. I kind of wish I could push this back inside here a bit more, but instead of doing that, I just put some stairs behind it just to flatten out that space. And yeah, I'm not overly happy with those flaps, to be honest. I might have to just extend the wall out and actually just have one flat-sided wall in order to do that. I also extended this bit out a little bit just to make it connect a bit further forwards. I am having another nightmare with this sail because, to be honest, I want it to be red. I want it to be the colour of the wall, but the mangrove slabs work out a bit better. But either way, it's just getting this angle is awful at this size. If it was bigger, I would be fine. But this size is really tricky. That took me way too long. I'm still not like happy with it, but I think it works. I think it's roughly the right shape in the right places. And yeah, this took way too long just to do these little red things. Just just to do this took me probably like 2 hours. So yeah, I can say I'm definitely feeling it now on this one. This is the hardest one I've done out of all of these builds. This is really difficult to get this a good size. But the sails are now done, and I do need to now finish up all of the sides and come up with something here. It's not looking great at the moment, so let me take another look back at some of the reference images. We'll see what I can do, and then we need to fill out this top platform here as well. Oh, and the bottom. The bottom's still empty. So I actually think keeping it fairly consistent along the sides and not textured is better. Still not sure how I feel about this line of spruce here. It looks so light against the dark oak. I'm not sure if it suits, but I just wanted to create a bit of a separation there, and we've got the same on both sides, and I think that is better now. It's sort of consistent all the way across. I also put in some of the smooth stone up here, and I'm just working out the layout for going out to this bit, and I'm going to put some cannons on here and everything like that. So let me just get those done. All right, so I've been doing a bit of work on the top of this. I added in some more grates down here. We've got a little staircase. Not sure about these blocks. These might get replaced. Little hole here. It doesn't actually close because these go the other way. And in fact, I could put another one like this. No, we'll leave it for now. Little antenna here, and we have some cannons as well. I'm stuck. So we just got some cannons on the sides, just some deep slate walls, some mangrove trapdoors, and just some things to look a bit like wheels so they can spin around. And I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a sight. Same thing with a big cannon up here, and I didn't actually put one of these on the front. So there we go. So yeah, this one, you come up here, it's even got some handles on here for them to aim it. And you'll also see I added just in some kind of bars or like wooden sticks to hold this all together. Same thing down here, as well as a couple of these type of blocks here, just to connect them at the top and the bottom rather than being dead straight. And actually, now that I think about it, this might be better if it's stripped. Yes, I think this is better as a stripped wood. I did extend these down into the boat. It does the job. And I haven't done an interior. And I don't think I'll be doing it in this. This will just be something I do in the episodes because we're going to be using armor stands for that. You know what? There's no images online of the bottom of this. So what I'm probably going to do is just leave that. I'm just going to make sure it's all lined up to be the same on both sides though. Yeah, I think we'll just leave the bottom because I'm going to be placing it close to the floor anyway. So you won't be looking at that. It's not something you'll see. So that is my Jabba's sail barge finished up. And to be honest, of all the builds, this is the worst one. I'm not overly happy with it. I really struggled with this one. Compared to some of these others, this one really gave me some problems. And there is now one other thing I need to do, which is the little desert skiffs that come along with it. I'm going to build one here, and then I'll build up a couple of those in my survival world. And there we go. Now I have the little desert skiff to go alongside the main thing. And I've just realized I built these out of line. Brilliant. Okay, now that they're in line, now I have the skiff. And I mostly use spruce wood with slabs and stairs here. A little bit of jungle wood in here with some looms underneath. A little bit of texture on the bottom there. I actually went with the birch wood just to make this stand out a little bit here. So we've got the birch trapdoors, but I didn't like the colour on top. So I put some pressure plates on top of that just to change it up and just give it a bit of a thinner appearance. I used the fence gates in here just to give it more lines to make it look a bit more like a small fence because there's kind of a small little fence on the side, but it doesn't really cover much up. And then we just got a mixture here: the mud brick wall, we've got the spruce fence and the iron bars. I used a stripped oak wood with an oak button on that and some trapdoors just in a little bit of an off-centered configuration because this kind of has a flick that comes up and the bottom curves in, but I couldn't really connect those sides. And then just for the steering column, I used a lectern because it has the right angle. And then I just put a grindstone on top. I was having some difficulty whether I should put like a full block and have levers, or I could put a fence gate. But if I put a fence gate here, it connects up to these. So it doesn't look great. And I think just leaving it like that looks a bit better. So that is both of the builds done. Not the best shapes, and I did have a lot of difficulty with these, but they're done, and now I need to go build these in my survival world. And I am definitely going to try out Litematica because this thing, there's no way I'm getting these angles correct, copying it from photos like I have been for everything else. I don't have plans to use Litematica continuing on from that, but at least if I have the option for some more difficult builds like this, I know that this is going to go wrong for sure. So that is all for this one. I hope you enjoyed this vehicle, and as you can see, it doesn't always go well, unfortunately, but we have to move on and move to the next build. Not everything works out in Minecraft. Not everything is the right shape or is easy to do the right shape. Of course, I can make them bigger, and if I make them bigger, then they are going to be the right shape, but that's not what we're doing here. We're trying to make these to scale, and it's not always going to work out. So there you go. I still think it looks okay. It's acceptable, but it's just not my finest work. But I hope you enjoyed that anyway, and thank you for watching.